It's funny. I just got back from vacation and I really realized how miserable I had been being with her. Hey, hi. How's it going, everybody? Dr. Goat here once again with another car talk, and today I want to let you guys know if you're with a narcissist or if you're just in a toxic relationship in general, life will be so much better and so much more peaceful after you leave. So here's the thing, guys. I was just on vacation and it was me, my boys, and my ex's father. That worked out beautifully. The boys are real comfortable around him, so yeah, worked out great. But anyways, it was kind of funny. We were a couple days into the vacation and I just kind of had this realization. I was going to take a shower and I was like, he was out there watching the boys, just hanging out. They were actually getting ready to go down to the pool. And yeah, I was like, you know what? I didn't realize, I haven't really grasped on to the fact of how smoothly everything has been going. Like, me and him can easily agree on something to do. We can figure out what's going to go on for the day. No arguments between us with anything. It was just smooth. The two of us would kind of go back and forth on, hey, should we do this or should we do this? And then we kind of decide between the two of us what we think we should do, and we talk to the boys about it, and it went beautifully. And the realization of how smoothly things were going there made me think about the last vacation that I had with my ex, and frankly that made me think about other vacations that we had and just how not even vacations, but just day-to-day life with her and our toxic relationship, her being a narcissist, the toxicity of our relationship together, all that in general, like day-to-day life was so much more stressful. But the vacation aspect of it reminded me of, like I say, I think this was a couple vacations ago. We had this place, pretty nice place, but it had only one king size bed and then it had a fold out couch. Well, it was me, her, and the boys. And I was thinking this whole time, because the boys at that point were probably like 8 and 5, somewhere in there. And, I was thinking, okay, me and her are going to have the king size bed. The boys will have the fold out couch, because that's, for little boys anyways, that, and they got the TV right there. And we got there, go through the day, and then later on, I was mentioning that, we'll take the bed, they have that. And she literally, I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was more or less no, the boys need a comfortable bed to sleep in tonight. And turns out we weren't just doing that for that one night. It was every night of the vacation. And guess what? It was her and the boys in that bed and me sleeping on that fold out couch, which whatever. I did what I had to do. I dealt with it. But, it was the whole thing of, I thought that, I'm the one driving us everywhere, doing all this, whatnot. And I'm sleeping on this fold out couch while the three of them are in the bed. And I just, I thought vacation, I get to spend some time with her, cuddle in bed, whatever. No. None of that. And looking back on it, no vacations did that ever happen. It was always, her with the boys and I get the crap end of the deal. And yeah, I just kind of learned to deal with it, I guess. The whole time in the relationship there, it was I got put on the back burner and, her and what she wanted to do was first. But yeah, they just thinking about how well this vacation was going and how shitty some of those other ones went, and how I just kind of, like I say, got pushed off to the side. And I was just kind of there, thinking about it now, I was just kind of there regardless of whether it was on vacation or the relationship in general. I was there to do and help her to get what she wanted. That was what I was in the relationship. Like, I was the, hey, go get me this, go do this, I need this, whatever it was. And obviously I'm not saying this about the kids, because I am there to help with the kids, I'm there to do things for the kids, but it was always, she would push for me to do this and that. And frankly, I had just always thought, I was gonna make the relationship work. That was the way that my brain worked. I had a kid with her, so I was gonna stick this out. I was gonna make it work. And I didn't realize how, especially until the relationship truly ended, I did not realize how much I lost of myself and who I was as a person. Like, when it finally ended, I had no clue, like, who I was. It sounds kind of corny saying that, but it's the reality of it. I didn't know who I was. I didn't really know what I liked, and it was just different. It was so different. The truth is, we get so used to dysfunction that we don't even remember what peace is. You get in this, especially with the narcissist, they draw you into this relationship. They're super sweet, they're super kind, they're so lovey, everything that you want. They'll twist and make themselves the ideal person that you're gonna want. And then once they've got you hooked in there, then comes all the dysfunction. And you get so used to that dysfunction that you don't remember what the reality of peace and happiness, all that. You don't remember what that's really like. You're so used to this dysfunction. You're so used to being treated this certain way. You're so used to feeling like you're worthless or like you don't deserve to be loved. And getting used to that feeling it's a terrible thing, because you then get stuck in truly feeling like this is what you deserve, and like, hey, this is life now. But love should not feel that way. That's not real love. So I guess what I'm trying to get out of all this, what I'm trying to get through to you guys, is that if you're in a relationship like that where you feel like you're just there to give and be of benefit to someone, and they're not reciprocating, they're not helping you out as well, and also importantly that there's no peace in that relationship, you're gonna want to find your way out. That's all I have to say. Like, this vacation made me realize how much more peaceful, how much more enjoyable life is without being with her. Like I say, I sat there reflecting on how vacations before this felt so stressful and just constantly giving in and doing things and acting certain ways because that's what she wanted. And this vacation was like a mutual agreement between all of us, instead of a forced on you from one person. This was peaceful, enjoyable, kind of felt like what a vacation should actually feel like. So yeah, if you don't feel like you have that peace right now, I'm telling you, it may be hard to get out of that relationship. It may be hard to leave that narcissist. I know it'll be hard, actually. I know it'll be hard. But when you finally get out of it, when you finally get yourself back, when you finally get that peace and start getting that happiness back, life's going to be so much better, and it's going to be so worth it. So do whatever you got to do to make your moves to get out of that situation and just get your life back. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you've been in situations like that where you're with this person, vacation is horrible, you're just kind of getting pushed around, and then, you know, you have some other situation there without them where you realize, man, life is so much better now. And as always, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.